need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can cover the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like...
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Burks. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ready.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. No.
General West.
Pick the edge. Come.
Fire.
2nd and 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Down to lose one. Show it up.
Protein spill. Down.
On first down, Burks. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd down.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. but it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys are on the board here this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Set, ready, 18, Gator. Here we go. Hit it.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Ready?
Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Bravo.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake. Sparks. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Let's bring it.
Back to throw. Sparks. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll find Everett there, complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Sparks. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Joseph is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Ready.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Hey, box drop.
Check 52 at the mic.
Deep dribble.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan. Throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Hey, exit.
60 mark. Nice, sweetheart. 60 mark. Let's get the ball.
Recon, we'll hit it.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside.
Let's go.
That one goes for 8 yards.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Ready, set.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
6-6, pull it high. Ready.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Rock it.
They run with Hines. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. This is Hines. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Hey, high 7. 2.
This time Ryan will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
5.
To throw again. Sparks. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's good for a Browns.
15 line. 15 line.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 5.
Off play action. Sparks. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Orbit. Right now.
Throwing again. Sparks. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Sparks. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
80 weapon.
59, Mike. Check, 59. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Come. Hit it.
2nd and 2. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
59, Mike. 59, Mike. Check.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check pass. 50's the Mike.
2nd and 3. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Yep. Hey, wahoo.
Mike 53.
Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Bring it. General West. Five.
2nd down and inches. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Antonio Callaway. Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try the left side. Burks. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On 2nd down now, Burks. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
You're out.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Smooth.
53's the mic.
Yes, yes.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Ready?
On third down, Sparks looking left side. He's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check.
Looking to throw. Sparks. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Wide, get wide. Kill.
Hard.
SOS.
To throw again. Sparks. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's third and inches.
Kill. He's coming. We got double up.
Now a give, right side. Burks. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Bristol travel.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Off the play fake. Sparks. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, Delta.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Oh, you...
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run again with Hines. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
60 Mike, 60 Mike, 60 Mike. Blue down. 60 Mike, 60 Mike, 60.
Ready?
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Sparks. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And a loose football. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
6-6, pull it high.
Check, check, check. Back.
Topper.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Sparks. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Look at me. Go. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Burks. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's 2nd and 8. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Come on now, let's go! At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that side.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
60 mark, 60 mark, 60 mark. Danny. 60 mark, 60 mark, 60 mark. Time to go, night.
Hey!
60 mark. Yo.
Get it.
Now it's Ryan. Looking deep here for Ebron. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
23 yards the pickup there.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Hey, Charlie!
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
60 mark, 60 mark.
Get it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Down. 18 Gator.
Check me out. 57.
Hey, exit.
57. I know he ain't got it. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch twist. 57. Mike 57.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Here we go. 30 base.
Shit.
Hey, high step hit.
On 1st down, Ryan. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Now. 5. 57. Ready.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance.